Hi, Scorpios. Welcome to your reading for, well, the lunar eclipse is coming up. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get to a reading for you today, and I'm so glad I can. Whenever this finds you, it's meant for you. Take it or, don't leave it. um, let's see. If you want to enter to win a free reading, you can put free reading in the comments of this video or any other video until September 19th. I extended the deadline for the free reading because I haven't been able to do as many. Glad to be here though. Let's get started. All right. Spirit, please protect this reading. Send any negative energy back to sender, transmuted tenfold for the greatest good of all and harm to none. Archangel Michael, please bring clear, concise messages through in this reading. And Mother Mary, please bring love and compassion to these messages. Kali, Jaima Kali, cut any negative energetic cords attached to energies and entities no longer serving our greatest good, and bring them to their next highest plane of existence. Cut the karma sticks associated therewith in the alchemical flame of Saint Germain. Amen, amen. So mote it be. All right. Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Well, I'm okay with that. That is the heart of your energy today, Scorpio. Scorpio. The Eight of Swords reversed. Any projection that's been projected onto you, if somebody has been projecting onto you, that is being resolved during this eclipse season. Either this person like sees how they've been projecting, or what, or what. I think if somebody's projecting onto you, you basically are like, okay, well, this person's not gonna get it. So I'm moving on, or yeah, I'm just gonna doing me, the hermit. Let's see, what is the outcome of this situation? The Four of Pentacles. I love this because the Four of Pentacles talks about legacy and stability, and it also, to me, is a card of self-love. So you have two fours here and an eight of swords reversed. I'm curious about this Eight of Swords. What's this Eight of Swords? Seven of Pentacles. If you've been giving to a situation as well where like you thought that fulfillment in some way, especially emotionally with the Four of Cups here, existed outside of yourself, you are going within the Hermit and you are finding the value of yourself. You're finding your self-worth. That's what this is. This is self-worth. This is the initiation into real, like, divinely inspired self-worth. Like, look at how this light is shining out from her heart space. I'm being reminded of that movie Wish from Disney. They all have a wish and it like lights up their heart. It's what gives them passion, purpose, and frees them from tyranny. So if you've been experiencing any like illusions of being bound or trapped, this is also freedom. What's the Ten of Pentacles here? It could be financial freedom, material freedom. The Four of Swords. 444 might be significant to you. Resting your thoughts. This is a gateway space in the mind, especially. She has the rune here that talks about like this is like a gateway, a portal, birth. The X on either side, X by itself is Gabo, the rune for partnership. So this can talk about two people coming together to create like a portal for birthing something. She's in a nest, but especially like an idea. You might be birthing an idea with somebody, or with spirit, especially with the Hermit here. And the Four of Swords can talk about prayer or handing it over to spirit. In the heart space, this also talks about mind over matter, your mind may have been interfering with matters of the heart, and giving it over to spirit in this instance is going to serve you greatly. Five of Wands, interesting. Eight of Wands. I think this is you fighting for that passion, that wish, that desire, that fuel, what drives you. I have this sense of a person, Four of Cups here, who just has not had that. It's like you've been in too much water. You are a Scorpio, right? You are the scorpion. And we retreat into watery spaces in order for our exoskeletons to get all soft so that we can molt into the new one. So it's like you've been in your molting phase and now you're emerging. But I don't know. I get the sense that like maybe you didn't want to. You're kind of like, nah, I'm good. I just kind of want to stay here. Like, but things are happening and moving forward quickly. Eight of Wands could be messages from somebody else. I'm going to clarify those with the tarot, I think. Page of Cups, Knight of Wands, the Magician. I like this. Okay, I like this. I actually want to use the La Santa Muerte tarot. Okay. I feel like knowing your self-worth, keeping to yourself, giving it over to spirit, and just working on you, especially in the material sense, is what spirit's asking you to do. And honestly, I feel like spirit's been kind of giving that to my Scorpios for the last couple of months, and I get this feeling from it. Like, Scorpio, you're like, I don't want that. Like, I don't know. I get that a lot of the times you're kind of more this energy, although I associate this card with Cancer, Page of Cups. You're more like the philosopher, the what's the guy's name? Gonzo, Hunter S. Thompson, like researcher. Like, you would rather live your life in some form of like ragged poverty, searching out the truth, than you would seeking stability and wealth. Like, you want to get into the nitty gritty, grimy, like deep, unconventional, the in between places, which I think is why we're going to use the La Santa Muerte tarot to clarify, because she is the patron saint of the disenfranchised. But spirit is like, you need to have stability, and part of the gift that you've been given in this lifetime is the ability to achieve that for yourself. And I think that you think when you're thinking, I need stability, I'm gonna, chase my bag or whatever, this is what you think. Oh, when pigs fly. Like, I'll be stable, I'll be happy, I'll be settled, I'll be joyful when pigs fly. Something like that. Like, you feel like it has to be a struggle. Five of Wands at the heart of your reading. Like, you feel like you have to have some sort of struggle to move forward. This is progress for the sake of progress, but you already have that worth within you. You are already worthy. That's what the Hermit and the Seven of Pentacles is. And this Four of Cups is like 4 4 4, one in each row. It's like you needing to really go within to just let spirit hammer this message home. Like, you are worthy of what makes you feel good. You are worthy of joy. You are worthy of happiness. You are worthy of like letting loose sometimes, unbridled passion. The Magician. What's the Magician? The Star, Strength reversed, and the King of Swords. It's wish fulfillment and clarity about your vulnerabilities. I don't feel any clearer after using this. The Seven of Wands, the Knight of Swords, And the Eight of Swords. Have you been manifesting with your words in a way that is defensive? And so, like, the messages that you send across, like, the message that you're trying to get out isn't coming across because there is interference. And this interference is like, it's this Five of Wands, the Nine of Wands. Nope, this is the Six of Wands. No, it's the Nine of Wands. I'm sorry. The nines and the sixes look very similar in this deck. This is the Nine of Wands. In the Nine of Wands in this deck, she's like clearing away the aftermath of a party. And I think in the Eight of Wands, these are all like heads that are growing up through this tree. And so they're all covering this tree, and she's using this scythe to like take them down so that she can take her boat through this like swampy place, or gardeny, swampy place. So you're clearing out the debris of the past, and it's like making your words stick in your throat, or they're not coming across the way they need to because you're still sort of on the defensive. So why does Strength reverse initiate this clarity for you? Justice reverse, Knight of Wands. What? Five of Pentacles reverse. Okay, I don't know. I feel like you might be standing up to somebody about your worth. Like this is a necessary component of the realization of your self-worth. I don't know who this person is, but it's like somebody who comes into your environment or who is in your environment already, who may be very like clear in the way that they speak. It could be that you're having this clarity in the way that you speak suddenly by realizing your worth, and the worth that you feel puts the contrast of any past injustices you've experienced into like a stark light. So you may have been excusing somebody's unfair treatment towards you, and you come into this realization of your self-worth by going within, maybe spending some time alone. um Sorry, I just got this like download. I feel like there's a lot of people here. You have the 10 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, the 7 of Wands indicates like holding your energy like away from other people, and you're sort of in this dreamy Page of Cups space with the projection here. It's like you feel lonely no matter where you are, or you have in the past felt lonely no matter where you are. And I think it's because of self-abandonment. There's like a need for you to be really, really true to yourself. And you may have been like going out of your way to accommodate others, to be a people pleaser, not saying what needs to be said in order to like make others happy or like keep from rocking the boat. And it's been making you feel like stuck, defensive, um, maybe even like emotionally, like sort of apathetic, financially, like you might be doing okay, but you could be doing better. Um, if you would just let yourself dream a little, like believe in yourself, take action, joyful manifestation action, like take actions that are inspired towards your manifestation is literally what this is saying. And the injustices of the past will fade away as you start to come out of the cold. And the cold that you're in, Five of Pentacles reversed, is like at this point one that is induced by the trap of your thoughts, which is why your thoughts, the Four of Swords is in your thoughts space in the middle of this reading. Turn it over to spirit, and the heart. Transmute it through the heart space. Your thoughts are not going to help you to navigate to calmer waters, but your words might, especially since you're in this magician energy. So what you speak into existence right now is really powerful, and it's important that you are mindful and present with those words and those intentions and those thoughts, because they become our actions over time. I think you also are at a place where perhaps you aren't exactly sure what wish fulfillment is for you. The Six of Swords, the King of Swords, the Knight of Swords, all right here. And then the Star under the Five of Pentacles reversed and the Eight of Swords. You want to stop feeling trapped in a place of abandonment. And you are coming to the realization that the heart of this abandonment, while it may have originated with, say, some childhood wounding, neglect, maybe you were adopted. That's interesting. But while that may be the root initially, now the root of these perpetuated abandonment cycles in your life are from your thoughts, actions, and unconscious, perhaps unconscious material, which is now becoming conscious to you, and you can now do something about it. You do not need to abandon yourself. You have worth inherently as a human being. You are worthy. Okay. I'm getting, I think, honestly, I think I'm just going to pull one oracle card. This is like a shorter reading than the ones I usually do, but this message is coming out really clearly. I would like to see specifically like how you can maybe explore this question of self-worth a little bit more. I really want to look at this card. It was the first one out, but I've never seen it before, and I think we'll read it. Number 18, Lalita Tripura Sundari. And then maybe we'll get into how you can explore the self-worth a little bit more particularly. Lalita Tripura Sundari. With luminous grace, she plays her ways into our hearts, softening hardness and despair, awakening the remembrance of light, of love, of joy. No matter what you have experienced, your heart shall be cleansed and released from ugliness, sorrow, and pain. Negative karmic legacies will be cleared away. Our divine sister goddess invites you to recognize her golden restorative beauty shining within your heart. Cultivate that which is worthy of such beauty, for this is your essential nature. Gracefully release all else with dignity. The third of the Mahavidya wisdom goddesses, Lalita Tripura Sundari, is the divine mother manifesting as light, playfulness, and beauty. That's what you're channeling right now. That is awesome. In the Shakti Tantras, or scriptures of the divine feminine, there are two schools. One school celebrates Kali as the primordial origin of the universe, and the other worships Lalita as such. Yet they are but two faces of the one divine mother. Lalita doesn't compete with Kali. She is her boon-giving brightness. Lalita's presence in a reading is a reminder to play. Her sadhana, or practice, asks us to cleanse and heal our minds. That's what this is. So we do not become consumed or overwhelmed by the suffering or ugliness happening in our world. Without denying the dark side of human nature, we can look through the inner eye to see what is happening at a spiritual level. Yes, that's what you are doing right now. If we look for the inner spiritual truth, we will find divine beauty. That is the courage, kindness, selflessness, generosity, love, and strength that humans develop and express in response to their problems. Lalita is the power to recondition the mind away from agony and into delight. This doesn't require changing the world, but rather seeing it differently. Okay. There is more to this card. If you want to read these cards or get these cards, they're called the Kali Oracle. by Alana Fairchild. And I really love these cards. They speak to me. As does Kali. I think she's just magnificent. I love her energy and working with her energy. I do want to get something here a little bit more specific. What is this Justice reverse with Strength reverse? The Page of Wands. Seven of Swords. Okay. The Strength reverse and the Justice reverse to me represent something really specific for my personal journey. But this essentially means that like where you find you need to feel defensive in your energy and where you cannot change the behaviors of others, take that fire and move it into a personal project. Just redirect your fire. You may be in a very fiery space right now, Scorpio. There's a lot of like water over here and some earth, but it's like fire all the way through with some swords, right? Like on this side. So you're taking clear action, but if you have fire in your chart, or you feel like maybe you're working with a fire sign, there will be a need for you to sort of I don't know. I'm getting a sense with these 5 wands that like we work with the flow of other energies to be able to reach this fire collectively, right? And this person doesn't necessarily want to be down here. I mean, sometimes you could look at this card and see a competition. Other times you could look at this card and see like these people are while they're all sort of reaching, it's like they're all balanced in just the perfect way for this person to reach that fire. So there's something here where like you're needing to recognize that you're part of a collective experience and that there is a flow of energy that sort of moves through all things. And when you resist what's in the flow, like say you want something just to be different, right? Like you want a different outcome. You want what you want isn't happening, what you're manifesting isn't like happening the way you want it to. This is an opportunity, like a key from the universe essentially, for you to take that desire, that fire, and turn it towards something else, specifically thoughts and words though. Like you might be an orator, like you might speak at a conference or something. You may have gone through some really serious injustice and you might want to like you might be inspired to write about this or to talk about this. And right now is exactly the time when you are clear enough excuse me, to be able to do that. What are all these swords? 3 of Pentacles reversed, 8 of Cups reversed, 2 of Wands reversed, and the King of Swords reversed. Okay. This is also the 3 of Pentacles reversed can talk about establishments. There's a Trinity on the card and it's a church, right? And it talks about like masonry. You can talk about the Freemasons if you want, or think about that. Secret societies with the King of Swords reversed, 2 of Wands reversed, 8 of Cups reversed. This is like secret societies, underhanded establishments, tyrannical establishments. It's like the shadow side of what the established norm is. And it's like you have a very clear picture of what this shadow is and how to express its existence in such a way that people hear you and it is heard. And I think this has to do with like the undermining of the worthiness of human beings, right? I think Marx said that the problem with capitalism was eventually the human being becomes a commodity instead of human beings using commodities in that system. And so this is you sort of like realizing your own worth empirically, like outside of the notion of money, or societal, like, or societal worth, really. Like, I think that's why we use these cards. And I think it's also you inspiring other people to do the same. Like, you are worthy. You are worthy of having your basic needs met. You are worthy of being loved. You are love. You come from love. We are source. We are the divine in, you know, individual forms, but all expressions of the divine. I think this is something that you have tried to ignore and leave behind, and it will not go away. And I think that you feel perhaps like you are not able to measure up to perhaps what feels like the enormity of the task of communicating this. But as with anything, we take it one step at a time, one day at a time, 1 minute at a time, and clear your mind. If there's anything that you're doing right now to like, or anything you're involved in right now that's making your mind feel muddled, especially drama wise, like if somebody's playing with your energy or trying to draw on your energy, or like it's really requiring a lot of energy to stay in a connection or something like that. This is you just needing to like take some space to do you and to have fun. Like, prioritize having fun. A lot of the times we buckle down to get a project done and we want to like do it all in one sitting, right? Or like get it perfect the first time. And anybody who's sat down to write knows that you've got to go back and edit. It's not going to be perfect the first time. So this is you having some fun so that you can sit down to think clearly, because you maybe have just been looking at the thing for too long. Even the person, this can be a connection that you're in where like you've just been in like this part of this connection, like micromanaging it, or like examining it on a microscopic level, and like you haven't stepped away to see the forest for the trees, and it's starting to feel like claustrophobic. You have the Eight of Swords here twice, like you feel trapped, and you're not. Like, you can cut yourself out of this, walk away from anything that's drawing on your energy, and go have some fun. That's literally your advice for this reading. Go have some fun. Be mindful of your words, because you are manifesting, especially as you have fun. Like, if you're not able to manifest right now, it's because joy is the highest vibration in the universe, and love, right? So love yourself. Ask yourself what brings you joy and do that thing. Do that thing. And it could be that you don't quite know what that is because you've just been in it for a long time. So maybe do some like somatic stuff, like some movement. Just try to move intuitively, feel intuitively into what makes you feel joyful. But this is so necessary right now. You've been really focused on staying stable, being established. Part of a healthy establishment is joy. That might be what this King of Swords reverse is. Like, you could have just been work, 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 work. Even in your relationships, friendships, partnerships, business partnerships, it could all just be like process, 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 you know? And sometimes we just gotta like go I don't know, go out dancing? Go out dancing after work? That wants to come through. This Knight of Wands is like speaking to me. I don't know, I'm seeing like an image of somebody out dancing at like a club or something after work specifically. Okay, well, Scorpio, as this lunar eclipse comes in, there are going to be some maybe injustices, things that you thought you walked away from that might be coming back. You had the eclipse card here, but it was reversed under the star. But it's to reveal to you in a very, very clear way, I think, the extent of whatever injustices it was that you dealt with, the extent of what it is that you held fast against, the extent of like how much somebody maybe put you out in the cold or like really treated you like you didn't have enough worth. And the contrast, I just keep hearing contrast. Like the contrast is so stark. It's like you will have absolutely no question again after this, just like how much of a badass you are. I don't know what this is. I don't know who I'm talking to, but whoever you are, like it's like you did something on your own, almost childishly, like without even knowing what you were really doing. And I feel like you thwarted some seriously like menacing forces. This could be like spiritually as well. And you just did it because you were like having a good time, joyful, um, following your heart, knowing you're protected by spirit. Your foundation in spirit is solid. 444 is what I'm hearing. You know that when you get down to this 4 of Cups, like celebration is the 3 of Cups, and grieving is the next step, 5 of Cups, to get to your 6 of Cups, like where we reinitiate the inner child phase. It's like you have this very clear understanding of spirit providing for you, and having provided you with the tools, the knowledge, and the skills necessary to also provide for yourself and co-create with spirit. Like you're fully enmeshed in co-creator mode, which is why the Magician is here. Page of Cups, Knight of Wands. You know that if you can dream it, you can freaking do it, because you have. Something happens here where you're like, oh my God, I've done it. Like, and I get really excited to hear that. I feel like you just see it clearly. It may already be here, 10 of Pentacles, and you just, something clicks and you see it clearly, and you're like, whoa, this is really like, this is what I was contending with, and here is this beautiful outcome because I held fast. Okay, well, Scorpio, let me know if this resonated with you. If it did, like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm really interested to hear whose reading this is. Otherwise, I'll see you all in the next one.